Hi, I'm Kristyn Burtt for Red Carpet Report, and it's the morning of the 69th Annual Emmy Nominations. Fantastic. Now, I know that each and every year the Emmys bring their own flavor. Taking a look at the nominees so far, what are the themes that are emerging to you guys already?
Well, look, I think there's some great horse races out there. I think within categories, competing people from the same shows, which is really kind of fascinating. The nominations obviously just came out, so we're just learning all this, and we have no idea at this point what we're going to do with the show yet. But that said, really excited about what we saw up there. I mean, I think there's some really great shows and great actors and actresses and some great nominees.
It's really competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's also interesting when there's 7 dramas and I think 7 comedy, and they're across the board from new shows, shows that have been around, shows that have won a lot, broadcast, non-broadcast. So it's really, really interesting how this will all shake out. And I'm sure over the next 8 weeks, the pundits will have a field day and hopefully build interest in the show.
Oh, I think that there's a lot of interest. I know for me, I'm even a voting member, and I'm thinking, I don't even know how I'm going to vote because it's so tough with these tight performances. You have Stephen Colbert as your host this year.
Wait, we do?
Yes, I'm here.
No one told you?
I'm going to sit here and break news. I love this. I love doing this. Are we going to see, because there's so much going on in the world, are we going to see that reflected in the Emmys, or are we going to keep it focused on what's happening in television?
I think first and foremost, we're here to celebrate the craft and celebrate the medium. And I think on the medium are a lot of things, including, you know, real news and fake news. No, including many different, you know, forms and expressions. We have no idea what's going to be even going on in the world in September as compared to now. Things seem to be moving very quickly. So let's just say that Stephen's here to host an Emmy broadcast. The Emmy broadcast is here to celebrate people in television.
It's a good point, because the news is moving so quickly. I can't even keep up on what's happening with Twitter or anything else like that. So I think the show is going to even have to reflect that. Are you worried that it's going to be so fast that by Thursday you're like, holy cow, on Sunday, what's going to change?
Look, we do live television, and it is a live TV show. We'll make sure whatever's going on, we're on top of it.
Fantastic. How about for you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, talk about news, and, you know, we were nominated, luckily, for a Tony Awards this year, and on that morning last year, the Orlando shooting happened, and we reacted, and James Corden came out and did an amazing open to our show that was obviously never planned. So live TV is what we do. And I also think Stephen knows where he is. You know, we do the Kennedy Center Honors with him. That's a different room. He's in front of his peers, he's in front of the TV world, and I think that's who we're going to play to.
Any musical numbers? Come on. I always love a good Emmys musical number.
Okay, on nomination day, 8 weeks before the show, you're asking that? Really?
I'm asking for scoop because I'm like, on paper, like, have you just like written out, like, my dream idea is...
We have a lot of thoughts and ideas about the show, but until this morning, didn't know what was shaping up. So, you know, this is where we really put our head down and start getting to it. You know, on the Tony Awards, which we also do, the nomination period to the show is 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks. This is 8 weeks, and we're mounting more production numbers on that show. So this is a good time frame, but we don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, I'm going to just chime in. I loved it a few years back when the choreography nominees were on the primetime show. Just throwing it out there.
Noted.
Well, and, you know, since you point that out, we just found out what the nominations are today, and now our first task, I think, is to figure out what's on the show. And then once you figure out what's on the show, you figure out how much time there is for other stuff.
Well, I am looking forward to the show, as you can obviously see. I'm just trying to get scoop. I'm trying to offer suggestions. But
we appreciate that.
We know that it's going to be a great show, so I can't wait to see what happens on in September.
And us too. And we appreciate the energy and enthusiasm here.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and in the comments below, let us know who you are rooting for this Emmy season.